Other interesting business news, you have Alaska Airlines to acquire Hawaiian Airlines for $1.9 billion. Now, this is a little disappointing if you just read the newspapers or go to some, more accurately, just check out the internet, because the first headline I saw when I was researching this was Alaska to buy Hawaii for $1.9 billion, which, I mean, it'd be a little more interesting to have one state buy the other one. Granted, I don't think the value of Hawaii is that much. What do they do over there in terms of GDP or innovation or manufacturing or anything? I'm kidding. It's a luxury tourism thing. That's what they do over there. But yeah, it would be kind of funny if Alaska were to try to buy Hawaii for one reason. But I partially digress, getting to the actual substance of the article. Looks like there's a little bit more consolidation in the airline community. There you can see one of those little Alaska airline jets right there. Now, they also say specifically the Department of Transportation cleared the deal, which, again, biggest issue these days when it comes to companies expanding is the government's going to say yay or nay, as you see more and more industries becoming more and more consolidated throughout the years. Again, kind of depends on which way the wind is blowing, who's in office, and what's their perception on, could this add more value to customers, or could it maybe lead to a more monopolistic supply issue? Well, in this case, they actually cleared it, which I'm not too shocked. Again, it's not one of the big three, very similar to, well, I was about to say the big three in terms of Detroit headquartered, the big three automotive companies, American made. They are no longer that big, and I would say it's probably the big four now, if you can include Tesla, though. They're headquartered in the great state, or some might argue the great country of Texas. Although it is Austin, but I partially digress. Now they say, quote, I guess this is an article by Leah Carroll over at LinkedIn News. She said, quote, Department of Transportation clears Alaska-Hawaii merger. The merger between Hawaiian Airlines and Alaska Airlines can move forward, says the Department of Transportation, but still the carriers need to make certain concessions. When the $1.9 billion was announced in December, the two airlines said that they would keep the brands separate but operate under a single platform. The DOT has approved the forthcoming single entity, but says it must honor the legacy rewards points for each carrier, maintain the level of service for key routes, and cross-honor policies, including the guarantee of family seating and compensation for delayed flights, which, that sounds pretty good to me. I know some people worship and collect those travel points like they're gold or Chuck E. Cheese tokens. Back when Chuck E. Cheese actually had physical tokens, not little digital piece of, But again, partially digress. Yeah, it's one of those instances where, here, apologies to pop up there. Yeah, I think they'll probably, be interested to see how much they can drive down costs in terms of removing redundancies, and especially when it comes to IT, they're probably going to consolidate a lot of that. Lord knows you can save a lot of money shutting down data centers and consolidating in that regard alone. Again, when it comes to supply, and when it comes to the supplies, everything you buy in greater bulk is be able to drive down that cost per unit traditionally. So yeah, I could see there definitely be some cost savings. Now I'm not sure how they'll long term be able to realistically compete and grow going against the big ones. You got American Airlines, got Southwestern, then of course you do have United, those being the biggest carriers, at least in the United States. So interesting that DOT, I was a little pessimistic. I didn't think they'd sign off on it, even though, again, these are much smaller than traditional big airlines. But still, past couple of years, the government's been kind of more squeamish about approving larger mergers. Now, granted, I've never actually used any of these flights before. But let me know, do you even know these carriers existed? Do you think they'll truly be able to actually drive down cost per flight or cost per unit in terms of with all the savings they'll have by combining the company entities? Let me know in the comments, because as always, I'd be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.